Plastics as materials of choice. We saw all our discussions so far, even machines come in plastics. Machines. Different kinds of vehicles come in plastics. If you go to a mall, you see plastics everywhere. Even the shelves, stands and everything, they are all made of plastic. Children's toys, varieties of toys come, they are all made of plastic. Here, plastic containers are quite common. Everywhere they are common. You see plastic everywhere. Plastic is very popular. Lightweight. What are the points? In the exams too you will be asked. Why do people prefer to have plastic? How is that plastics have become so popular in this world? Lightweight. You don't want to carry heavy things. You want the things to be light. You go for plastic. Lower price. Plastic goods are cheap. You prefer plastic. Good strength. They will be very strong. Some of the vessels they come nowadays, they are very strong. Scientists have even built dams out of plastic. Dams. They should be able to withstand lot of force of water in the reservoir. Dams have been built out of plastic. They show in videos a cat is sleeping on a vessel made of plastic and below there is fire. The temperature may be 7,000 degrees. 7,000 degrees Celsius. The cat is sleeping as if nothing has happened on the pan which is there at the top. Plastic is fire resistant, heat resistant. They have played wonders. So, good strength. Plastics have very good strength. They are strong. If you want to make a plain body from plastic, how strong it should be. Easy handling. You can handle easily because they are lightweight. Have made plastic quite popular. Plastics are used in cars, aircrafts to make the bodies, even components of the machines, and spacecrafts. Nowadays, spacecrafts are made out of plastic. They are sent into space. They orbit the earth in space, and satellites and these various rockets are getting made from plastic. Spacecrafts are being made of plastic. Slippers. You find these slippers quite comfortable. Shoes and slippers. Furniture. Plastic furniture. Very cheap. For internal decoration, these materials help us a lot. Decoration places. To decorate. Birthday decoration, or maybe a situation where some program is going on. Plastic material is used to make the area look clean, neat and attractive. Plastic is non-reactive. Plastic is non-reactive. It doesn't react with even acids. Such plastics have come. These are not in general we are speaking of. You have to go for those special types. Plastics can be non-reactive. They don't react at all. They withstand reaction. Plastic is light, strong and durable. Very durable. Long lasting. 20, 30 years still you will be using that plastic item. Plastics are poor conductors of heat and electricity. We studied it already. You see here, this car, body of the car is made of plastic. So the car has become very light. Here, these buttons, they are all made of plastic. Here the body of this clock is made of plastic. Maybe even the glass too is of plastic. It's strong, doesn't break easily. Then here bangles, varieties of bangles you see, they are all made of plastic. They look beautiful. Next, now we come to the healthcare industry. What a big revolution plastic has brought in here. The tablets you swallow, they are all packed in plastic strips. Plastic strips. You see here, these tablets are put in plastic strips. Airtight. Air cannot enter in. They are sealed in plastic. So in the healthcare industry, in the medical field, plastics are of great utility. Packaging of tablets. On one side, it has to be transparent. On the other side, it is opaque. And it has to trap the tablet and get it fixed there. So, there should not be even a very little air movement. It has to get sealed perfectly. Otherwise, the tablets turn to be useless after some time. Threads used for stitching wounds. You have a wound, you have fallen somewhere, you have a cut here, a long cut. The skin has to be set and you want it to be stitched. Now, for stitching the wounds, they use threads made of plastic. Syringes. Earlier there were glass syringes to give injections. Today you have plastic syringes. Use and throw. Use and throw syringes have come. Doctors, gloves. Doctors use gloves. These gloves are made of plastic. They use only once and then they throw. A new set of pair of gloves they take next time. And a number of medical instruments. Most of the medical instruments that are used in the field, they are all made of plastic. Kitchenware. Special plastic cookware is used in microwave ovens. In the microwave ovens, you may have to boil some food item which you had prepared, it has cooled down, now you have to boil it again or make it very hot for being served. Now, you have to keep the material in the microwave oven. In the oven, when you keep, you use special plastic cookware. It won't undergo any change even at that high temperature. Normally, you don't use metals there. You use plastics. For the heat, cooks the food. The heat inside the oven cooks the food, but does not affect the plastic vessel. Plastic will not undergo any change. You can be absolutely sure about it. Teflon. It's a special kind of plastic. You are using this word Teflon. When you want to make dosas, you go for Teflon pans. Teflon pans is a special plastic on which oil and water do not stick. Usually dosa gets stuck to the pan. So what do? You put a little of oil to see that they don't stick. A big job. Now if you use Teflon, it has such a plastic, thin plastic cover that oil and water do not stick onto the pan. So Teflon pans have come in the market. They are very popular nowadays. Do not stick. It's used for non-stick coating on cookwares. You have a cookware, but food should not stick onto that. You will have a Teflon cover there. Teflon is again a plastic. So non-stick ware here you have Teflon cover. You have Teflon cover here. Teflon cover here. Then here you have these wires wound around them. Again, you may require a Teflon cover because they should not stick to each other. Then you have the thin stickers, plastic stickers They come in such coils and you pull it out and you use it. In the medical field too they use, in horticulture they use, in different kinds of repair works and all, they may require such thin, sticky plastic wipes. With them they fix. So plastics are of a varieties of uses in the present world. Next, over. Plastics and the environment. Now, if we just say this much, it's not enough. Plastics have lot of disadvantages too. This is the other face. A material which gets decomposed through natural processes such as action by bacteria is called biodegradable. See, if you throw some plant material outside or vegetables outside, within a few days bacteria will act on them and whatever you have thrown, it gets decayed, decomposed and becomes one with nature. It disappears. This is what you call as biodegradable. The very processes in nature will make the item disappear. But there are materials on the other side, synthetic materials, what we make, we call plastic here. It is non-biodegradable. If you throw a plastic spoon outside, maybe even after another 50,000 years, the plastic spoon may be there in nature as it is. It may not undergo any change. Most of the plastics are like that. They are non-biodegradable. A material which is not easily decomposed by natural processes is termed non-biodegradable. See, here we have illustrations for biodegradable and non-biodegradable materials. These are all biodegradable. See, leftovers of vegetables and all are there, biodegradable. Here you have wood, it's biodegradable. After some time, it will become one with nature. And here you have newspaper. Newspaper, it is biodegradable. It gets absolutely decayed and decomposed and you won't see paper at all. It would have become part of nature. Then you have carry bags here. This is made of paper carry bags. They are all biodegradable. Whereas here you see all non-biodegradable material. They don't undergo decay. Hundreds of years, even if pass, the non-biodegradable materials like plastic will stay in nature. See, they are all plastic materials. Here bottles, you have glasses. Glasses too may get powdered and become one with sand, one with soil, but easily doesn't undergo decay. Then you have plastic bottles here. They remain as such in nature. These are all non-biodegradable and they pose a big danger to the environment of the world. Man has to think a lot and find out ways and means of getting them brought under the natural processes of decay and decomposition. We will move to the next. See here, plastic pollution. Underwater, lots of plastic items have gone and settled down. They don't undergo decay. Even after 5,000 years, you find plastics as such settled down. Plastic takes several years to decompose. It is not environment friendly. Plastics are of a variety of uses to mankind, but it's not environment friendly because it doesn't undergo decay on its own. It pollutes the atmosphere. If it pollutes land, it pollutes water, the water bodies, and when plastic gets burnt, it pollutes the atmosphere too. So it is not environment friendly. In the process, it releases lots of poisonous fumes into the atmosphere, causing air pollution. So burning plastic should not be a solution to dispose the waste. Plastics have to be recycled. Plastics have to be recycled. Plastic material chokes. We might not have paid a lot of attention to this, but it's something which definitely endangers various living beings, especially the mammals, the vertebrates, and fishes. All these get endangered. Let's see how it is. They choke the respiratory system. If plastics go inside, we will be choosy in eating. But cows on the roads, they eat whatever plastics are there. That too, if the plastics have a smear of some food item, they enjoy eating it. Where do they go? It goes into the intestine of the animal and gets stuck there. After some time, the alimentary canal may get blocked and the animal may die. So plastics are highly dangerous. They should not be thrown into nature's like that. The respiratory system of animals or forms a lining in their stomachs and can be the cause of their death. Lots of deaths get reported in the world. Every day it's all because of the plastic waste. The poly bags are responsible for clogging the drains. Poly bags, those bags with thin material which we have used to make them, they clog the drains. The drains get clogged. Water won't move. They drain. The waste water will not flow at all because the pipe is clogged. Then 5R principle. So what the world has come out is a 5-fold principle or 5R principle to see that the world is saved from plastics. But everyone has to follow it. What are they? Reduce. Whenever it's possible not to use plastic, don't use it. Reduce the use of plastic. Bring it to the minimum. Don't use plastic and just throw like that. Reuse. Plastic can be reused again and again. Find out all such possibilities. Keep plastics aside and reuse them. So one is reduction in the use. The second one is using them again and again. Third one, recycling. When you have plastic waste, get them stored in one corner in a big bag and pass it on to the industries which recycle them. So you can pass it on to those who collect plastics and such harmful items in nature and send to the factory. Recycle. Use it again. Sometimes you may be able to use it in the house itself. If plastic bottles are there, you cut and you plant saplings in them. You can use it for growing plants. Now this is what you call as reusing it in some form. Recycling it, you send it to the factory for new plastic items to be made out of them. Recover. Try to recover as much plastic from nature as possible. Find out areas where lot of plastic has got amassed. Try to take it, unearth it from the soil. Or areas where lot of plastic has been thrown by man. Through social service or planned activity, we can collect them and see that they are sent to the factory. Then you have refuse. Sometimes when you go to shops, he may give you what you have purchased in a beautiful, colorful plastic bag. Refuse. Don't allow him to use that. You take your own cloth bag or a jute bag and tell him coolly that you have a plastic, you have an arrangement of your own. He need not pack it in another plastic bag and collect all the items, put them in your jute bag and bring it home. Or when you want to carry your lunch to the workplace, don't use a plastic box. Use a metallic box which can be used again and again and again. So see that you use as little plastic as possible for your day-to-day survival. Now, fiber wise, you have to become wise. We have started discussing about that. Fiber wise. How can you become fiber wise? See here, lot of plastics in the water body. They have to be got removed. You have to withdraw. Take it out of the places where they have got accumulated. Do not throw plastic bags in the water bodies or on the road. You eat and throw plastic. It should not be done. Don't throw plastic like that. Take a cotton carry bag or a jute bag while going for shopping. Try to minimize the use of plastic materials. If everyone thinks on these lines, automatically over the entire world there will be lot of saving in the form of plastic. Use a steel lunchbox instead of a plastic one. You see how plastic has made these water bodies very dirty here too. So it's the question of human survival ultimately. All the people over the world, 8 billions of us, and we have to cooperate with each other and see that we do not pollute. Plastic should not become something that clogs everywhere, disturbs our life and becomes an instrument of devastating the entire earth. Thank you.